Hey there. Welcome to Techie Tip Tuesday, take two. All right. This week we're going to talk about an app called Blender. And this is an app that allows you to overlay two of your own images together and then blend them for a super cool effect. It's pretty easy to use, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's open up Blender. And I'm just going to clear these things out. Okay, so you will reach this screen, which is where you will insert whatever images you want to work with. So hit the left bottom button, that square. Hit your library, which brings you to your camera roll. And I'm going to grab an image that I shared, maybe it was last week or so. And I'll show you exactly how I did it. So let's click on that. And here it is. And so on the other side, that other little square, that's where the other image is going to go. Again, hit library. I have a whole separate folder for backgrounds of cool backgrounds that I just get in there for instances just like this. Cool things to blend. Okay, so you end up with this. Not looking so good. But we can fix all of that. So up on the top here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. I'm going to start right away with this fourth button, which is the arrange button. So see how there's these lines? It's actually a window, it's a stained glass window. So that's not going to really fly for this image. So what you can do with it is pinch zoom. And so I'm going to just get the big kind of background flowery type stuff in there. And then hit the check. And there we go. So to get the images blended, there's this bar down at the bottom, and this gives you the intensity of the blend. So for this image here, I'd have to bring that all the way, swipe it to the left to give me that sort of subtle effect that I would be looking for in this image. So I'm going to just say that that's good for this moment. And then if you hit the middle button up on the top, it gives you all of these other blending modes, which you can just kind of click through and play with. So if you hit the multiply, and then that button again, it gives you the option of how much or how little you would like your image to be blended together. So it's just going to be a matter of playing and preference. I tend to really like the screen one for something like this. It just is a really nice, soft and subtle blend. So again, just playing with it until you find something that you like. And working with it that way. I'll show you a couple of the other options. So hit that center square button again. The overlay is a little bit more dramatic. So just depending on what you are looking for. And if you scroll towards the right, again, just more options to play with. You could really darken it or lighten. Color dodge always gives like a kind of a really radical look. It's actually pretty cool. And again, you could adjust it and really, really sass it out. All right, so let me show you a couple other things about this app. So say I'm gonna get that off the color dodge and just put on something more neutral. So say the blend just wasn't working for you, or you wanted to make part of it bigger, you can switch, because at this point you can only make the image that is in this right bottom square, you can only adjust the size of that. So I'll just show you. So I'm gonna hold on the image, and then I could switch these. So this switches in entirety which image is on top, which would give you a completely different look. And so you can only see a portion of me in there, and how to get it smaller is to go to that arrow, that fourth button, the two opposite arrows, up on the top, the arrange button, and then you can pinch zoom to make only that right image smaller. So I'm going to actually, just for fun, I'm going to make it really small and almost put myself into one of the little frames of the window. I was playing with this just a few minutes earlier, and I was actually like, oh wow, that's pretty neat. So we'll just play together with it for a few. And then if you hit the check, get you something like that. I would want to blend that a little bit further to get the white background out of there. So go to the blend mode, that center top key, and see if there are any options within these choices that might work for you. So hit the multiply, and then hit the blend, which gives you, again, the amount, the level of intensity that you would want to blend. So I could make myself look as if I was just in a little part of that stained glass window, which just gives you a whole different feel for the picture, a whole different option. You could try some other choices, and you can see the little images shown. So if you know you don't want any of the white showing, I would just skip right over it. So I'm going to hit the overlay. That looks pretty similar to the other one, so I'm going to keep scrolling, see if anything else I just have to try. I'm going to try that color burn. Ooh, love it. And then I'm going to hit the middle, which gives me the amount of intensity. And so you see, you have a whole lot of play toys here to work with. If you wanted to, again, just mess with the size and see if that was exactly what you wanted, hit the arrows that arrange and zoom it how you want. We could make it full size. Hit the check, and there's a whole nother option for you. Again, scrolling left or right will just give you a varying intensity. Or you could switch it right back. And for this, so I liked the other one that I just did. And this one, I'm going to bring it back to one of the more neutral ones, which was the way that I had done it initially. So I'm going to go to the blend mode, and I'm just going to lighten it up. I just wanted a really subtle background in there. There you go. There are a couple other features to play with within this app that include the mask. I rarely ever use that. I use Blender quite a bit and I stick to just those two basic features, and that really gives me everything I need. So that's what I'll be sharing with you because that's my expertise. To save the photo, hit that upper right arrow, share with, camera roll, and you could start over on a clean project, or you could hit no and save it and keep working if you wanted to redo another image the other way. All right, well, that's what I have for Blender, so I can't wait to see what you mix up in your own self-love Blender. Have an awesome day. Thank you.